Let's start the first demo, which is LLM chatbot in a standalone mode. First, let me explain you how LLM works. So as you can see in this example, user would input the query. This is what is called prompt. Prompt to go to the LLM, and then LLM, based on its pre-trained data set, would answer the query, right? Uh, so you need to understand that all LLM has a knowledge cutoff date. For example, in this demo, we are using Llama 3.3. So this model has a knowledge cutoff of December 2023. Okay. So based on whatever input it has, any query that you put to this model, it would answer based on that knowledge, right? Now, you can select different models. For example, in this, I have used few of the open source LLM. The first one is Llama 3.3 and 70 billion parameter model. This is from Meta. Then we have another model, Gemma, which is for from Google. Similarly, we have Gemini 1.5 Pro, which is from Google, and then another model from Mixtral. Right. So you can select the LLM, and depending on your choice, and then that particular LLM can be used for answering your query. So let's see an example. So let me ask a question. Say, what is plate spin? And then we get the answer. Right? Platespin is a software company acquired by Novell in 2008, and all about Platespin, right? Now let me show you. If you ask another question, okay, without mentioning the name of Platespin, I just want to show you how you can uh, give the context, right, to an LLM. So if you ask a question like, "Is it open source?" Now, please note you are not putting the word plate spin in the second query, right? But yet, this chatbot would understand that it is for plate spin, and hence it is being able to say that no, plate spin is not an open source, right? Though there is the word plate spin is not there. So this is called context from LLM perspective. Now, LLM by itself doesn't have that memory, okay? Like every query that you put to an LLM, it goes as a standalone query, right? But in this case, you are seeing that this chatbot is being able to uh, have the context, and hence it was correctly answered your second query. And that is happening because this is something that in a chatbot we have coded that way. The LLM by itself, it cannot answer, cannot have the context, but we have given the context through coding, and that is how it happens in all the chatbot that you see, uh, like your OpenAI, ChatGPT, or any of the chatbot that you take. You always see that it has a context, but you need to understand that the context is not coming from LLM directly. It is happening because someone has coded something extra on top of the LLM to give you the context. Okay. To make you understand, let me show you how it happens. So if I open this one here, you would see something like LLM chat history. Okay. So this is something which we have coded to keep the context. Now here, if you see the first one in it is an array, and that here we have the first query, and then whatever answer is coming, that is also we are appending to the same array. And then the second question comes, which is it open source? And then this is getting fed to the LLM as the input prompt, right? So that way the LLM has the context, because in coding we have taken care of the context, and this is called the memory from LLM perspective. So you have given the memory to LLM, and hence it is being able to keep the context. But if you do not give that, if you do not code for that, then it won't be able to have that context. Yeah. Um, and the last thing that I want to show is, as I mentioned about a knowledge cutoff date. So if you ask a very current dated question to this LLM, for example, what is the weather of Bengaluru today, then it won't be able to answer that query because it is current dated. And as you can see, it is saying I am a large language model and I do not have access to real time information. But it is giving you some suggestions like go to this website and use this app and get the data. But it cannot give you the real time data because it has a knowledge cutoff. As I said, for this model, it was December 2023, right? And that brings us to the set the context for the second demo, which is LLM chatbot with tools. So what happens here is that because you give tools to the chatbot, so it would be able to kind of go to the internet, query the internet, and answer some of the queries like this. Like the second model I would show you in the next demo would be able to answer this question because it has access to tools. So I'm ending this demo here. See you in the next demo.